Alrighty, so the new event boss is out with the new patch, and it is Aboru, Greater Demon Aboru. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but apparently he is Galen's nephew, which is absolutely hilarious to me. And he's a very interesting boss. So the biggest things that you need to worry about is if we go over to his actual like passives and stuff like that, starting with this one right here in the middle, you can kind of get a gauge for how the fight works by going over some of these. So at the start of the ally's turn, increases the attack of the enemy with the highest remaining HP by 30% and taunts them. So that means that whoever has the most HP on your team is going to get an attack boost of 30%, but they're also going to be taunted, so they're going to be the only ones taking damage from him, basically, unless he uses like an AoE skill. Next up, we have at the start of the ally's turn, decreases enemies' attack by 80%, excludes the enemy with the highest remaining HP. So everybody else on the team who doesn't get the buff is going to be doing less damage. Then decreases the hero's damage taken from enemies without an attribute advantage by 80%. So if you're not using a red unit against him because he is green, you're going to be doing very, very low damage. And then down here we have Goddess races deal 30% more damage to him, and Demon race units take 30% extra damage from him. So you don't want to use demons. Preferably you want to use goddesses. So we're going to be using a team setup that one of my viewers and one of my Discord moderators sort of came up with. And yeah, so this is basic strat. We're basically just going to use Sariel to burst with damage. We're going to be using Gother to upgrade cards and such, and then we can use this red small DN and Slater to sort of debuff him and make it to where he's not going to be able to do as much damage to us, which is very, very smart. Also, it's really interesting that I don't think we're really going to get to use it, but Red Small DN's passive makes it to where if she takes damage, I think the whole team gets a 10% crit chance increase. I might have read that wrong, but I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, basically, let's see. If I'm not mistaken, what does this card do? Is it an attack seal? Disables attack skills for 2 turns. So we can use this card, which does everything except attack seal, and this card, which does attack seal. And he said to rank up Sariel, and then to move his cards once. So we're going to move that card. We're using ult gauge food, which is pretty solid. So we start off with an extra ult gauge. And then he said on the next phase to just use the Sariel cards up. I think we're going to have to move them once, so that way we actually get to kill here, but I think we're just going to go ahead and rank him up really quickly and see how much damage he does with level 3 cards here. So the boss can literally do nothing because we have him locked down so hard. So clean up with Sariel here, and then going into the next phase, he literally just says to ult him. So I actually really like this animation here. He like overheats, which is really, really cool. I just like the overall design of this boss. I think he's really, really interesting. So let's go for the ult here. We'll use a Sariel card. We'll attack seal him for whatever reason. And then, I don't know, we'll just throw out an extra Gother card. So maybe this kills. It does. It does 1 million damage, which is pretty funny. And honestly, that was a super easy 3-turn sort of fight there. So honestly, very, very easy strat. Obviously, the biggest kicker is you might not have Sariel. You can probably just use any like heavy hitting red unit. I know that there's not like a super specific one that would be good. Obviously, you can't use Lost Vein because he's going to do 30% less damage. I did beat this with the Purgatory Bond team once. It wasn't super hard. It wasn't ideal though. So we'll actually just go ahead and do this one more time since I have another run before the daily comes around. But I'm actually really, really impressed at how like well this does. So yeah, Red Deanne, kind of a huge unit. I didn't realize that she had a attack seal at level 1, which is for 2 turns nonetheless. Like, she's insane for PvE. So we just throw those 2 cards out. We rank up on Sariel. We move a card. The little delay there. So now he literally can't do anything. His defense related stats are lowered as well from Deanne, which is really funny. And this turn we can actually just go straight in with all of our Sariel cards. Might as well just use them all just in case he doesn't die, and then we just use the ult on the third phase. Very easy, like super easy. And this, I mean, I would say this is very free to play friendly. Aside from Sariel being a little annoying if you don't have him. If you don't, I would probably recommend trying to get him. He is on the Margaret banner that just dropped, and she's a pretty good character. So if you're thinking about summoning for her, I would definitely recommend. You know, hopefully you can get a copy of Sariel. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. But yeah, insanely good. Like, so crazy. This fight is honestly insanely easy now, which is really funny. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to keep you any longer than I have to. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this helped. If you have any other teams that work out for you, maybe somebody that doesn't have Sariel can look down in the comments, and you guys can sort of help them out. So feel free to leave some team suggestions or anything like that down there for what worked. And that's basically it from me. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.